Good evening. Oh, all right. Forgive the blur in the back. I'll have to just. There's not a lot I can do. All right. Let's get into it. I've put it phone a little bit higher today, so it might be a little bit easier for you to see. I don't want to put a light on because I don't want it to be too bright. I don't know. Maybe we'll try that. Maybe we'll go with that. Okay. First of all, let's get into it now. We're going to do some basics. We're also going to do maybe a kick that we did in a short stance from what we did on Saturday, and then we'll do some combinations. So first of all I want you to do is sort your haikadech out, stand feet shoulder width apart. We all know how to do it if we've been watching the videos. Haisukadech, musubadech, haikadech. Simple. All right, first of all, get amber right, downward block. Hand to the shoulder and down. One arm back on the hip. Ish, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sich, ach, ku, ju. When you're doing this, don't have it too far from the body, about a fist distance from the body. If you want to put that sweep in there that we spoke about the other day, feel free to do so. So it's just going to come around. Ish, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sich, ach, ku, ju. Now with this, you've got to make sure you come to the shoulder first, same as Jordan UK. This can be the preparation for this block and Jordan block can be like a grab. So if somebody's grabbing you from this position, if you just come straight to the shoulder and twist as you come to this little finger to the shoulder on both of those blocks, by the way, Jordan and Geambarai, then that will break a grip. All right, now we're going to put a step in there. So we're going to step forwards. So whichever arm we're going to block with, that's the arm we're going to use to step forwards. So if we're going to go right arm, right leg first, so we're going to prepare first with our guide arm as well. Step forwards and block, and then come back. Now we don't have to be in a long stance, just a short stance will do. And then we're going to go the other side now. So we're going to alternate sides as we go. Ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sich, ach, ku, ju. Now your goal here is that when you step and block, to turn the body off 45 degrees. So you actually end up blocking, you're blocking this invisible line that we said about with the face, but also you're clearing the body as well, and clearing the groin, but you're also narrowing off. You know, again, some of us are wider than others. You're taking this wide target and making it to a narrow target. So we're going to go that same thing again. We're holding 5 each side, so we'll go again. Start off with your right leg, or left leg, don't really matter, just mirror me. Ish, ni, alternate, san, shi, go, ruk, sich, ach, ku, ju. So we step forwards, I'll explain in a second. Now we're going to step back. So just again in a short stance, not in a long stance. The leg that's stepping back, we're going to block with the opposite arm. So right now, if I step back my right leg, I'm going to block with my left arm. And then vice versa. So we're going to alternate sides. You can all do it, there's no excuse. You know, at what point in your life do you use one leg and the opposite arm? We call it walking. Okay, so from there, right leg back, left arm blocking, or whichever one you want to go with first. Each. Still using the guide arm, still using the preparation. Ni, san, either my vest has shrunk, my belly's got bigger. Shi, go, ruk, same principle applies, turn the hips off. Sich, ach, ku, ju. Okay, let's put a bit more pace into that now. So a little bit quicker with the step, quick with the preparation. Whichever leg you want, stepping back. Don't step back too long. Don't want it to be in a long stance, just a short stance. When I say short, it's about 1.5 long, one shoulder width wide. You've got to maintain width in your stance at all times. Never go narrow. Again, a bit more oomph. Ish. Ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sich, ach, go, ju. Okay, now you're going to put an extra technique in there, so we're going to put a kick in there now. So from this position, if we're stepping forwards, we're going to put a face strike in there. If we're stepping back, we're going to put a kick in there. So we'll just go forwards first, nice and light. I'll move a little bit further away from the camera. So nice and light, right leg, right arm, or left leg, left arm. Each. Now strike, and then come back. Alternate sides, knee, block, punch. Now remember, when you punch, execute the hips. San, shi, go, ruk, sich, ach, go, ju. Fairly straightforward stuff. If you are feeling frisky, on your way back, you blocked, you struck, you can execute a front kick if you want. Now when you do the front kick, stepping back, don't front kick from way out here. Try to drag in and kick. Now we're going to go backwards and then forwards with a kick. So our body weight is going to be going 1, 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the stopping of this to then push into our kick, okay? If that makes sense, which it does. So it's opposite leg, opposite arm. Each. From this position into the kick. You would step forwards, but if you want to step forwards, then just reset, just always come back to neutral stance. Knee. San, shi, go, ruk, sich, ach, go, ju. Now as you're practicing that, I'll talk. 7 at 6:05. Flat on my backside already. Key here is stepping back. Transfer your weight behind you. I want you to imagine that you're pulling away from something. So you're pulling away, and then your back leg is loaded, so you can then push and kick through. Now, with a partner, do the first one. So what I want you to imagine is that from this position here, somebody's grabbing your wrist. All you're going to do, you're not going to use this arm because it's being grabbed. All you're going to do is step forwards, strike towards the groin area. So you're going to use this as a strike, not a block. So you're grabbing, whichever hand's being grabbed, that's your guide arm. So when I said at the beginning, guide arm and down, then it's not going to come this way. It's going to come this way. Striking back fist towards the groin. So you're being grabbed, step in. Now remember, you've got to use 2 hands. This backhand is going to rip away, and as it rips away, it's going to twist. So it finishes palm facing upwards. So as you get to this position here, mind your own business, guide arm, finish it palm facing upwards. It's important that these things work together. Okay, ish. So we're shortcutting the block now a little bit, we're using it towards the groin area. Knee, san, shi, go, ruk, sich, ach, go, ju. You might notice when I'm doing this that it's kind of, I'm not stopping now. It's more of a more like this, just downwards. Then obviously with the hickory hand, so somebody's grab a wrist, struck to the groin, broken the grip by using the hickory. If they've still got a hold at this point, we can then just come through. I mean, chances are, hit someone in the schnuts, they're not going to still have hold. Okay, they're the chances. But let's just say, for example, they have still got hold. One, I know that if somebody whacked me in the nuts, I'd be letting go, I'd be thinking about, you know, the jewels. So, strike from this position. If they've still got a hold, we can take this arm and we can use it as a shorter strike. 1, 2, here, in. Or we can just go 1, back, 2. So it'd be like an oizuki, lunge punch, but we'll go head level. So from here, we go forwards, 1, 2. Or even to release the grip, we can strike towards the arm, so we can add extra strikes in here now. So let's imagine we've not let go. So if you're with a partner, don't let go of your partner. Grabbed, struck, still got a hold. From this position through, smash the forearm. Now they've let go. Same arm, up for the back fist. Back fist towards wherever you can hit, really. So we can go on all day long with this. You know, we can add and add and add and what if and what if and what if. But let's just go with 1, 2, 3. There's the nasty elbow in there as well. Again, we can go on and on and on. So, 1, not let go, 2. 1, not let go, 2, 3. Now, this doesn't come back. So after we have, best way to do it. After we've blocked, we've broken. So we've broken the grip now. By, somebody's grabbed, we've just hit the forearm out of the way. Use the forearm, not the elbow, not the bicep, forearm. Strike down the forearm. Use the palm heel to strike down. We blocked, pushed across. From this position, just strike up from here. If you're more proficient with this, bit of hip tremor into that technique, okay? So you have, I'm going to change sides now. I figured out why it's really warm in here when I've been doing videos. Number one, I'm a little bit fat. So yes, we fat people, we sweat a little bit more than normal people. And number two, I keep leaving the pig in heating on. That's why it's so warm. Okay, so from here we're changing sides now. So we're grabbing the opposite side, grabbing the opposite way. We're going to go to the groin. And then from this position, what we're going to do, we're going to strike up towards the head because they've still got a hold. So groin, forearm, from this position, straight up. See, if somebody is grabbing you, the intention is to pull you away, okay? It won't be a wrist grab and then they'll start swinging punches. If they're going to start swinging punches, they're going to go for a lapel grab or just swing from a distance. So if they're grabbing you, their intention is to pull you away. So that's all they're thinking about at this point in time. So it's okay knowing self-defense and knowing karate, this, that and the other, but you've also got to know how people act and how people think. And the chances are, they're probably going to grab you with their right arm. Yeah, they're going to grab you with the right arm, so they're probably going to grab you left. All right, from a kid's point of view, they're going to want to be able to walk down the street, pulling you along, you screaming as a child, no, 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 no. But then people onlooking are just thinking, you know, a disciplined dad, disobedient son. That's what people are going to think, okay? So stepping in, struck, struck, struck. A little bit of forward movement there as well. All that's going to do, I'll just keep looking at how many people are sort of joining me tonight. What that's going to do, this little bit of forward momentum, is just generate that little bit more power into your technique as well. Okay, now we're going to go backwards. So again, you can play around with this. We're going to go backwards, and let's imagine that our arm is being grabbed. Okay, wrist is being grabbed. Somebody's pulling you along. I can't go far, but they're pulling you along. Opposites, the arm that's being grabbed, keep that leg back. Get into a nice, strong back stance. And then it's at that point you would break the grip this way. And again, it has to work together, got to work in conjunction with each other. So as you're being pulled along, stop. This is symbolising this backward movement. Bigger person, you probably couldn't pull a bigger person back, although you probably could if you had your elbows in. So we're going backwards. So we're going to step backwards. We've broken the wrist grab. We're then going to use back momentum, take it into a forward kick. So we've gone backwards, forwards. Now notice that when we're going forwards, we've always got the guard up. Now the reason for that is 1, 2, 3. So we can add an extra strike in there. If your guard is down, then you've got all this way to come for a strike. So we're going to go backwards, 1, kick, add a strike in there if you want to as well. Bump, bump, bump. 9 times out of 10 you probably use what comes naturally, so you use a palm. Tesho, ladies, you've got fingernails, dig them into any way you can. Doesn't matter, you know, I've been watching a lot of YouTube and these pressure point knockouts. What a lot of crap. Specific points in your body that you want to knock somebody out. Nah, just dig your nails into anywhere. If you have nails, of course. Okay, so back, kick. Now, in a dojo, we'll be kicking towards the stomach for safety. But you and I now know that 1, our opponent's here with their right leg mirroring us, which means their left leg is over there somewhere, which means that in the middle we have the groin. 1, groin. Or we can go from this position here and front kick towards their forward knee, which would then have this action. So back, 1, 2. Back, kick. Now it's important that as soon as you've gone back, that you fire into that kick. The second, this helps with kata as well. The second this foot lands, the block and hikate have to land as well. You've broken the grip anyway. The second that foot lands, everything's finishing, but still moving. There's always going to be that continuous movement with self-defense, with karate in general. So you're not going to, there should be really no real stopping point. Okay, one more time backwards, each side, back, kick, have to get your guard, and then again, back, kick. Okay, now while you're doing that, 15 minutes, woo! I'm going to have a sip of my coffee. I've been told to regulate body heat that you need a warm drink. It's going cold now. It's like warm soup. Okay, so that's our Gidan Barai. Now if I had a partner, I could show you other options for Gidan Barai. So what we've done today is we've done Gidan Barai this way, but worked on bringing it to the shoulder first. Same with Jordan, comes to the opposite shoulder first. That breaks the grip. We've used it to strike towards the groin area. We've also used it to break a wrist grab as well. There are other ways you can use Gidan Barai, okay? Lapel grab. We can use it to come down on the inside, okay? So there's other ways we can use Gidan Barai. Now, we're going to do a kick that we didn't do. So we're going to do a Mawashigeri round kick. We'll do it in 4 stages, and then we'll just put the whole thing together. The key to round kicking is supporting foot must, I don't know if you can see, must turn. If you can see the foot, just give me a thumbs up, somebody. The supporting foot must turn at least so it's on a 90-degree angle towards our target. Okay, you can go beyond, but for the purpose of Kihon and for the purpose of you know, just making sure you've got the correct technique, because technique always comes first. We're only going to turn it so it's just 90 degrees to our target. Now, the other thing with round kick is too many people bring the knee forwards first. So from a sideways on point of view, we're going to do this in a short stance. Sideways on point of view, you get this. Prepare here, knees too far forwards. The knee should be, should be able to go from, you should be able to go from shoulder right across, a bit like Ginambarai, and not clip the knee. If it's too far forwards, you're going to clip your knee. So you need to keep that knee out to the side, but also back. Oh, was that hard? Okay, so we're going to go, use your guard for balance. We're going to go up to the side, tuck your leg in, tuck it in. You're going to pivot, point your knee to where you want to go. I'm going to do this because I know I've got shorts on. And then you're going to kick out, back in, and then you're going to go down. Oh, that hurts the hips a little bit. Okay, so we're going to do the whole thing slowly now. Now with the front kick and round kick, in Kion, we prepare here. In Kion, we prepare here. So the ankle is tucked into the knee. But I don't want you to think about that when you're doing the whole kick at once. When you're doing your front kick, keep the foot lagged back, let it lag. So you're actually bringing through this way. And as you get towards the knee area, it kind of coils and then releases. Same with Mawashigeri, let it coil on the way around. So instead of it being one turn, kick, back in and down, let it lag. So you kind of bring in this way. And as you turn, you're coiling up and it's at the last second the kick happens, okay? All right. This side, slow to medium pace, let's get into it. Ish, ni, san, shi, go, rik, sich, hach, ko, ju. Now with the round kick, the goal is to keep the body as upright as possible and the guard controlled. If you find yourself leaning away from the kick, which is in my kicking video actually, one of the kicking videos that I've done on YouTube, leaning away from the kick, you're taking power away. You've got to keep the body upright because round kick, front kick are designed to go forwards. They're designed to go with body weight behind them. They're not designed to come back. You don't have to kick head level. You don't have to kick stomach level. You can kick knee level. If you want to kick knee level, as long as you have this here still, comes around, kick, it doesn't matter. Other side, 4 stages. We're going to go up to the side. Ish. So tuck it in, tuck the heel into the back side now. Guard up, kick out and hold. Sorry, just flick out and back. And then come around and then down. Whole thing, notice that my ankle isn't, we're not going to kick and then drop. Stays the same height all the way through the kick. Good way to practice this is with a chair. I don't know, I ain't got a chair, but you can imagine up, kicking over the chair. Okay? Kids kick on the seat part, adults kick over the back. Okay, whole thing, slow to medium pace. Ish. Avoid too much movement with the arms. Knee. Yes, the guard switches. 1, 2. But not. You see too many people doing this. Don't do this. San. Shi. Go. If you find yourself falling forwards, don't panic because I just have. Ruk. Sich. Just a low one there. Ach. About stomach level. Go. Knee level. Ju. I don't know. Tried for headbutt. Too many tires in the way. Okay, so there's your round kick. Now, with these videos, I like to teach, as you probably gathered. So it's important that you don't wait for the next video, that practice between now and then. It doesn't have to be fast. Okay, this time we're going to Tai Sabaki. We're going to sidestep. No, I'm not going to try and hypnotise you all and make you all come on. Britain's Got Talent and dance. All right, we're all going to go this way first. This isn't cha-cha slide either. So from here, step out, drag in. So we've moved. I've all gone this way. Going to go that way. Step out, drag in. Slight dip, and then upwards. Ish, ni, san, shi, go, rik, sich, hach, go, ju. Okay, next thing. Whichever leg you are moving second, I want you to block with that arm. I'll let you use any block you want. So, for example, if we're stepping our left leg out, this is my left, I'm going to use my right arm to block. Whether it's, I always come to, I don't know why, but I always think Joanagi UK. We're going to block. But we're not just going to stay square. We're going to actually turn into it a little bit. So, left leg out, and you can use this with any block. There's Yuke. I'm doing the same side. Sotuke, not so much. And you get Ambarai. Chukyuke, Kakiyuke, and Yoma Washyuke. And most definitely, Shutuke. So yeah, you can use any of those blocks if you want, but I'll keep it as basic as I possibly can. Or you should, because I am. Okay, stepping out, prepare, block. Now notice that we've turned. And as we've turned, we've dragged in what is now our front foot. From this position, keep your body where it is. Step. As you block, turn to the opposite corner. Step. As you block, turn to the opposite corner. Now again, I've just done 3 blocks there, so what I might do is I might go head, chest, groin. So from this position, head, and again, chest, and again, groin. That'll put us back onto head this way, okay? So we're still getting the same. It's up to you how you want to do it. You can just do 1. You can do 5 with 1 block, or 6 with 1 block, 6 with another block, 6 with another block. It's out to you. Okay. Ish, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sich, hach, ku, ju. Finish this one off. Ish, ni. Okay, now it's important that the drag of the supporting of the front foot happens at the same time as everything else stopping. All we're doing is we're going to imagine that our attacker knows something, all right? And they don't punch like every other Tom, Dick and Harry out there. That they punch with a bit of straightness. So the attacker's coming in straight, so it's a straightforward attack. And it's coming into the centre line of our face, not our body. Always centre line of our face, okay? So always think of that. People are going to punch you, they're going to be going here and past. They're not going to stop there, they're going to be going past. But always think centre line of your face. Okay, so straight attack comes in. Notice that also I was using 2 arms with each of those 3 blocks. I'm glad I shaved my head today. Whew. Use 2 arms with those 3 blocks. The first one, punch comes in, so the punch is now around here. We're going to step. There's my first block, so there's the parry. And then as I drag in, redirect. Reinforce with this. Okay, same thing with punch comes in, there's the parry. And just reinforce. Kick comes in, there's the parry. And then block away, okay? So we're using 2 arms. Every single block has 2 arms, okay? Even your Sotuke, 1 has 2 arms. You get an uke, has 2 arms. Everything's got 2. You're always working with 2 arms when you're blocking. The first arm is the actual block, or the collection of the technique. The second arm reinforces what you're actually blocking. Okay, remember, uke is to receive, not to block. So as the punch is coming in, we're going to receive it. So we said hello to the punch, and then we're just going to block upwards. Okay, a bit more oomph into those, sidestepping. Remember, whichever leg is the dragging leg, so that'll be our second leg, that's the arm we're going to block with. We'll just do, we'll do it so that we finish the three or whatever you're doing. Okay, whichever way you want to go first, I'm going to go this way first, just so you know. Ish, ni, san, shi, go, rik, sich, ach, go, ju, ish, ni. Now, the transition for that is we're using the hips. And again, someone's got bigger bellies than others, someone's got bigger hips than others. You know if I'm talking to you. And if you sat watching this with big hips and a big belly, you need to be doing it, all right? Okay, now what happens is as you transition, step one, and we're going to use this to help us with our block. It makes our block a little bit lighter and a bit more effective if we are turning. You'll see this in many kata. Basically, so far, it's kata. I want to finish with a bit of kata, actually. So I want to go through a little bit more cipher, first 6, and then move on, give you the next section of the Tadashi version of cipher, not the traditional version, because there isn't a traditional version. It all kind of evolves. And then start a little bit of Basai Dai, Kata Basai Dai, the Tadashi version. When I say Tadashi version, I mean my version, which is things that I've implemented, feedback from students, but also things that I've seen on the tube, as in the YouTube, that I like. Okay, so this can also work with defender. Grabbing, wrist break. Attacker's now here. They're now facing this way. Strike. From here, grabbing, somebody's grabbing and hooking. Take the arm away, keep it nice and tight, block upwards. Why we do that, I don't know. Block upwards. Whenever somebody grabs you, take the hand away. Not this way, this way. Don't grab the wrist, but just cup your hand around, and then you can block upwards. So, and you can also add another technique in there as well. So for, I don't know, the world's your oyster. So we can go Jordan, we can do strike, low level kick, because assuming our opponent's got their right leg forwards, chances are if they're hook punching with the right arm, they'll have the right leg forwards, okay? They'll be putting everything they've got into that hook. If they are, for whatever reason, having their left leg forwards, don't step to the left. They might be hook punching. And don't try and duck under a hook punch either. That's suicide. Because hook punches don't go 1, 2. Hook punches start down here. So if you're ducking under that, you're going to be catching it on the way up. Don't do it, silly Billy. So yeah, if they've got the left leg forwards, we can always still kick towards the left side. Or we can just simply strike towards the head, step in behind their leg, so we end up here. Okay, this is easier with a partner. Just know that anyone that's watching now, I'm waving to you. So yeah, I'm gonna let you play around with that. I'm gonna leave it running for 5 minutes while I just put the waves in and try and clear the screen. So I'm gonna let you play with those. So you've got the wrist grab. You've got here, you can release. Gerambarai can be used to, if you're going to be blocking a groin kick, don't lean for it, just drop. Try and keep your shoulders above your hips at all times, okay? There's not many times when your shoulders leave your hips, which tells me that your shoulders are above your hips at all times. There are 1 or 2 kata where you do let your shoulders leave your hips, a bit like MP. So your shoulders are not in line, they will be in line. Try and keep upright as much as you possibly can. And in order to catch the kick, you might have to drop, which is what we're doing. So you've got lots of things you can practice. Practice stepping back and kicking. Good with a partner, good with a kick shield, good with a wall. Don't kick your partner, but just practice that one push forwards. Even if it is just that, if you can't get your legs up, because somebody was telling me the other day that they're practicing, but they find it hard to use the legs. Okay, fine. Let's adapt it for you then. Let's adapt it. Well, you can't kick. Okay, but we just established. We just said that if your partner's got their left leg forwards, there's nothing stopping us going one, and then using this to step through and take them over your knee. Bad boy. Okay. So there's nothing stopping us doing that. You don't have to lift your leg up. All right. So even if you're practicing, and again, don't go fast. One thing I do want to say about these videos is do it at your own pace, okay? So step, once you've landed, use it to push, and then come through. Once you've landed, use it to push. And you can go the other way, land, push. Okay, so that's some food for thought for that. Right, I'm just going to say hello to people, to whoever's. Hello. Bump, bump, bump. Bump, and maybe turn the heating off. Yeah, I am. Bump, bump. I think some of these just being nosy. Well, hello, everybody. Well, hello. Right then, moving on. Kata Saifa. Again, space-wise, we're going to adapt. I always say you can do kata on the spot. And if you have watched any of the videos on Tadashi, they're pretty much hard on the spot because I break it down. The mechanics section. So, starting off as far back as you possibly can. Right leg, not stepping forwards. We're going to step off to the side. But not sideways. We're kind of going to go 45 degrees. Okay? Leg that moves, the hands come to that hip. Right side in. And then across the opposite hip. Left leg back, block, back fist. Now from this position, we're going to go left side, step out. I'm doing it on the spot. Pull across as you bring the feet together. Right leg back this time. Block, back fist. Now from there, same as the first. Reminds me of a song, does that? Henry VIII. What's that on? That's on Ghost, isn't it? Second verse, same as the first. I don't know. I'm not going to start singing because I don't know it. But I know there's people out there that do like it and that, you know, find that a bit funny. Okay, we'll just do that one again, then we'll move on to the next little section. Okay, stepping the right leg out, dragging in. Stepping back, walking, back fist. When you do this, don't practice sloppily. Sloppily. Practice technique. So when you're dropping, drop into shkurach. So drop into your sumo stance. From here, step in and again, left leg, and drag. Right leg out, blocking, back fisting. And I'm just going to do the same as the first. Blocking, back fisting. Now, from this sumo stance position, sumo stance position, I hate not having the conservatory now. It will make coronavirus a whole lot more bearable. So we're having a pool table. Okay, from there, we're going to step in. As we step in, our left arm's going to drop. I'm only using this to direct you. Don't let this arm drop. This arm, where it is now, it stays there. And we drop the left arm. This one stays where it is. So we kind of bring the body into the hand. And we're going to, I don't know, some really, really weak cat stance, because we're going to transition into 2 shoulder widths across. Now, I haven't got 2 shoulder widths, but let's just say that we're going to go 2 shoulder widths. Some of you might be lucky than I am to have more space. So we're going to step in, go across 2 shoulder widths. I'm trying to stay on camera, and I've said not to do it sloppily, but I'm trying to stay on camera. Bottom hand is going to hook, top hand is going to drop, and we're going to finish here. As those finish, we're going to pull our right foot forwards into Neko Ashidachi, cat stance. and we're going to be looking to our right. Okay, so the first three, we're constantly head forwards. Okay, the last one, we're already over our right shoulder, so we may as well stay there. Don't make a point of dropping this, as in, don't go, it's just transitional. Don't make a point of putting kime into it. It literally is from this position here. 1, 2. It's just a transitional technique, all right? A transitional move. So don't, because when you do that, what's going to happen is your body's going to stop, and you don't want that to happen. You want your body to be continually moving through. Put the kime at the end. Neko ashi, that's cat stance. Looking to the right. We're then going to look to the front kick. Stepping 2 shoulders back to our right while looking to the left. And as we do that, switch hands. Okay? You didn't see that side, so I'll do it from here. So from this position, you've done your front kick, looking, stepping, just swap hands. Okay? Again, try and get your fingers together as much as you possibly can to make it aesthetically pleasing. My hands are a little bit, so it's hard for me to keep my fingers together. This bottom hand doesn't come all the way past, and it's not straight, but it's down by the side of the leg. So if you want to think finger or thumb knuckle into your butt cheek, okay? Some styles will teach it fingers level with the backside. Doesn't matter, so long as it's here, slightly back, just not here, okay? And it's not straight either. Slight kink in the arm, okay? So just, they're some of the key points. Where it finishes, you know, here or here, tomato, tomato. So we step out, I'll do it slowly. Finish. Top hand, shoulder height. Trust me, it is. It's just the camera's a little bit lower than me. Looking, kick, step, switch. Now when you step, you're stepping across on the same line. So I'll do it this way so you can see. We're going to step in and step out on that same line that our right foot's on. But we drag our right foot forwards. And then when we step up the other side, same line again, but drag our left foot forwards. Okay? The stepping in the Neko Ashidachi symbolises that kind of sweep technique. Okay? As a most basic bunkai, as a most basic application of it. Somebody was on Tadashi the other day and they said about, you know, that my knowledge of this, that and the other is not very good. So I gave them a nice reply and said, look, what I teach isn't for, it's not for public consumption. You know, it's for the basics, that like this stuff I'm teaching you is for you. But what I teach, what's taught in Tadashi is for Tadashi. So, you know, remember the cat taught the tiger everything, not the other way around. If you want to hear that story, come back another day. So we'll put it all together and then we'll move into the first few moves of Basai Dai. So right leg, right arm, drag in. Back, block and back fist. Left leg, left arm. Back, block and back fist. Now I'm going to transition on the spot now. Same thing on the opposite side. Left leg, left arm. Left leg, left arm. Step. Look, kick. Step. Look, kick. The next move after that, and this will be halfway through, instead of putting this on the floor, we throw it behind us. Finishing Zenkutsudachi. Zenkutsudachi. Long stance. Because you are kicking in line in the middle of your body, you still got to throw this leg out to the side. So don't kick like this. Don't do this. One, straight back. Look at where the feet are now in line. Kick, back into Zenkutsudachi. As we do that, kick, grab eye height, pull, floating rib height, strike, collarbone. Shoulder width apart, we're striking collarbone with seiken, here and here. So from there, we've done block, kick, step back, grab, pull, strike. Now, when you step back, this all happens together. Hands finish, together. Timing is, he says, so it's kind of a kick, 1, 2, 3, bom, bom, bom. Okay, practice that. Oh no, sorry, we'll go here, neck move, just to get half the kata done. Backhand opens, comes around. About 5 seconds. You don't have to, and around. When I first learnt this, we got taught to break this and around. But, I mean, as you progress, it doesn't make any sense really. So from here, you trash the collarbone, you're grabbing the head, pull around and smash. Again, the most basic, that's the most basic version of it. There are other versions to what this could be, okay? So one, now when you're doing this kata, don't come around and grab the head. You can see I'm sort of going to the side of my face. From here, just come around. And as you come around, the arms bend naturally. And if you're going to finish, if you're going to get pedantic, the angle of the front leg is the same as the arms. It should be parallel, or as close to damn it. Okay, so finally to recap on Cypher. Oh look, I look like Batman. And I'm Batman. Step in, step back. Step in, step back. Step in, step back. Left leg, right leg. Look, kick with the right, step to the right, swap hands, left leg in front. Look, kick with the left, grab, pull. When you pull, don't pull to here. If I can do it, and I've got a bit more timber than a lot of you, you can do it. 2, collarbone. Eye height, floating rib, collarbone. The hand over the back leg opens. Strike tetsui to the palm of the hand. Okay, that's that. So something for you to practice. Next thing, kata bass side eye. So what I want to try and do with these videos is do it so that I'm giving you a little bit more kata per video, but then learning the next one up. So that by the time we've got all the way through Cypher, probably got halfway through bass side eye and a quarter way through Sun Chin. You know, so we're probably going to have 3 katas on the go. But as a martial arts practitioner, never, ever, ever, ever neglect your first and second. Never neglect the basics. Never neglect your key on. Never, ever neglect your basics. They are the foundation. Don't go build your house on sand. Okay? Strong foundation is what counts. You don't see many houses on sand. Sand castles always get blown down. Alright, so, kata bass side eye. So we're going to start in Heikadech. From this position, right leg, right arm, comes up 45. On the right hand, the left hand just cups the right hand. Okay, some styles start here and then here. Some styles start here, here, and then here. We're going to cut a lot of that out. We're going to use our left leg as the reason to pivot. So we're not going to pivot first and then lift. We're going to use the lift to help us pivot. And we only pivot at 45 degrees. As we do that, hands come up. This part of the hand needs to be behind the head. Almost like you've got a baseball bat in your hand. It's not a baseball bat, but so it's not here. It's almost behind the back of your head. Okay? Don't go too close to your mouth, just behind the back. It says, I'm waiting for burglars, by the way, just so I can test out my skills. So from this position, right leg, right arm. Now we're going to step our right leg forwards, in line with our left. We're going to go into what's known as kosadach, which is a hooking stance, which you won't be able to see because I'm too far forwards. Kosadach, you will see in a lot of kata. Ankle of the left foot, so the curve in the left ankle hooks in behind the right foot. Okay, I've also done a video on kosadach as to why I think it's there. Some styles will say it's there to help with transition, to help with movement. It does do that, but that's not why I think it's there. I think there's other reasons behind it as well. Okay, so it's up, down, kosadach. As we do kosadach, drop in the right arm, push with the left. So we end up with a reinforced uchi-uke. For me, I don't personally care where these fingers finish. However, if you're practicing the kata, it would be fingers level with the fist. So I'm not going to penalise somebody if they go 1, 2. And I'm not going to think better of somebody if they go 1, 2. Okay? So there's, for the most part, it's what's comfortable to you. Basic bunkai for this is hook punch comes in, protect. So, protect. This here is just another version of this. And then we'll come down, grabbing the punch, striking towards the side of the neck, as well as striking into the chest. So we come up, down. Finish 45 degrees in your kosadach, but block to the front. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to do 2 blocks. Now I'll turn around so we can see these. We're going to step our left leg back. Again, there's that transitional movement. Prepare our left arm under our right elbow. We're going to turn and block uchi-uke. Hips finish 45. We're then going to prepare hips finish square, block uchi-uke again. So for your point of view, step back and prepare, turn and block, prepare, hook and block. So we go 1, 2, 3, block, block. 1, 2, 3. One more time and then I'm going to finish. Because I need a beer. So, starting your heikadachi, right leg up, right arm behind the head. Don't do it so you can't see. About mouth height. Top of this, mouth height. Chin height, mouth height, doesn't really matter. Right leg forwards. As you're dragging the left leg, hook around. Drop the elbow. Don't do this. 1, 2. Comes this way. On that angle. Not down and across. You've gone 1, 2, 3. Cut out number 2. Some of you are probably saying, cut out the burgers. So we're just going to go straight to number 3. We're going to cut out the middleman. Up, 2. Now from this position, left leg back. It's already in position. All you've got to do is step back. You notice the width now. Way. As that moves, hands move. There. There. Turn. Block uchi-uke. Keep the hips. Block uchi-uke. One more time. And then etc, etc. Now, just to finish with, the government are saying stay safe. Stay safe isn't necessarily staying indoors. I mean, it is, but it's also your well-being as well. So think about other people that might be on their own. Think about your friends, your family that, you know, might need some company. And that company these days can be a video call, okay? It can be, you know, phone call, text, it doesn't matter. So staying safe isn't just, and I've been thinking about this a little bit, staying safe isn't just avoiding corona. I don't mean the beer. Staying safe is staying mentally safe as well, okay? Because your mentality will affect your physicality. I don't know if physicality is a word, but if it's not, it is now. It's in the James David Dictionary of made up words. And that also includes maybe doing a little bit of exercise. And if it's, you know, if it's watching me pant all for an hour and having a bit of a chuckle, then fine. So staying safe, not only why am I doing that? Not only from corona, but also from dark thoughts, and also from you know, from getting as fat as I am. Doing these is helping me, helps me a lot. because it means that I get to train. I've not trained for a long time, as you can probably tell. It's hard work when you do more teaching than you do, you know, sort of training and passing knowledge on. So these are helping me. So yeah, stay safe from Corona. Mentally, give somebody a call, give somebody a text. Don't just think about ourselves. Think about, you know, think about other people. And if they're not thinking about you, well then, they will do when you drop them a text and you say, "Hey, how you doing?" That's my Joey impression. And also stay well physically as well. Okay. On that note, I want to thank you again for watching. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for attending. Thank you for practicing. Thank you in general. These are all on YouTube, Tadashi, and also Tadashi Facebook page. But it just shows that you don't have to go to a gym to work out. You can do it in your own living room. And if you want to get even more sweat on, turn the heating on. All right, thanks again for watching, and I will see you on our next one, probably Saturday morning, 11 AM. I'll see you there. Bye-bye.